Alright, what is going on, you guys? Today we're back with another video. I'm Lydia Resells. If you do not know me, I'm basically a sneaker reseller, and if you don't know what that is, I buy shoes for cheap and I sell them for more to make profit. And that's basically how I make money as a sophomore in high school currently. And basically today's video is going to be talking about how to grow your business Instagram page, obviously on Instagram. Now, in my opinion, if you have a business, especially if you're a teenager or whatever age you're at, especially if you're pretty young, Instagram is an insane and a huge outlet that's completely free for you guys to be utilizing in order to start your business, grow your business, sell whatever you have. And basically this little tutorial, I wouldn't say it's a tutorial, but these tips and hacks and stuff like that will work for any type of business that you do have. But personally, I am going to be speaking from reselling, and specifically reselling sneakers. And basically I make 90% of my sales through Instagram, but that is how I mainly sell everything. And so my entire business is ran through my Instagram page. And don't get me wrong, I'm not some huge giant reseller like some people out there, but I do have 1.3K on Instagram, which I would say for only doing this for 4 months, that's really good. And honestly, it keeps growing. I hit 1.3K today, and I already grew 20 followers in one day. Now that may not sound like a lot, but that's 20 possible new customers. You can't think that you are going to be growing hundreds and thousands per day, but this will help you to get to a good stable place so that you do become trusted, you do have customers, and you have a reputation based off of your Instagram. So basically, we're first going to start out when you're a very, very beginner. And I'm going to tell you guys how I got 100 followers overnight to start my page. Basically, what I did as a sneaker reseller, I didn't make any fancy name that I knew that I was going to stick with when I first started. Because if you go too creative, too out of the box when you first start, it may be extremely hard for you to grow your name, grow your brand off the bat, because it's not a super common name people will see, so maybe not a lot of people will know what you're doing. So when I first started, I thought, okay, as a beginner reseller, the first people I'm going to follow, I'm just going to look up sneaker reselling. So that's what I made my name. I literally made my name sneaker_reselling. Because people knew exactly what I was doing, so if I followed them, they knew exactly what I was selling. It didn't have to take an extra button to click to find out what I was selling, so there's less friction in between it. And it was a very good keyword that people would obviously be looking up a lot if they're looking for shoes, if they're starting, if they're looking for people to follow. From there, I know this is going to sound crazy and kind of dumb, but literally I looked up sneaker reselling and I followed every single account I could find, especially beginners. Now, if you guys are wondering why would you do this, I literally followed 1,000 people. I would follow one sneaker reselling account, and then there's a little drop down arrow and it could go recommended. And anytime that I knew they were sneaker reselling or clothes reselling, any sort of that kind of thing, especially if they're a beginner, so 300 followers or less is really what I was targeting, I followed them and I liked their posts. Now this is because they would then see, oh, a sneaker reselling account is following me. I'm a beginner also. I need people to follow to find shoes to buy, because all sneaker resellers mostly buy their shoes off of other sneaker resellers. So if you're a beginner, you don't know exactly who to follow yet, and you don't have people coming in your DMs to sell you shoes. So they're like, oh, this is another person that could obviously buy my shoes. This is a possible connection. So a lot of people think about that when they're doing it. So when they see that you follow them and you're active on their account, it's a lot likely for them to follow you back. My first 100 followers, probably 99% of them was all people that I took the initiative to follow them first, because then it's even less friction for them to find me, because I'm coming to them. I'm becoming to them as a notification. All they have to do is click follow. They don't have to search my name. They don't have to look at my account. They don't have to see what I do. My name tells what I do. There's no friction, because all they have to do is click follow in their notifications. And that's how I grew 100 followers in one night on my reselling account. Now this may not sound crazy, but the amount of sneaker resellers that have come to my DMs that have under 100, I think it's crazy, because this isn't even a hard thing to do. You can go on one sneaker reseller's account, follow them, click the drop down menu, and just click follow on all the people that come up and recommended, because it's going to be similar accounts. From there, when you get to that 100 mark, then you gotta keep thinking, how can I be consistent? Because if you're just starting, you probably don't have a ton of capital in order to be consistently posting new shoes, having new resins, being able to you're probably not getting 10 pair collections and being able to post it consistently. So you have to make sure that you're still active on your account. So make sure you get a logo. You can of course find one of those people that sell them for $5. But you guys, if you don't have that much capital, download an app, make a super simple logo at first, but make it look nice. Fill in all the things, like make a description. You can look at my description on Instagram to kind of get an idea of what you're doing. Start off, post a reference post. So a reference post will really help with your reputation, and if it's one of the first things you do, you'll be able to gain as many references as you possibly can that you possibly have. So your first transaction, you'll be able to get that reference post. I was pretty late to posting my reference post, so I probably lost about 10 references, which doesn't sound like a lot, but trust me, 10 references compared to 0 references makes a huge difference when people are trying to decide whether you are a scammer or not. So post a reference post. I would just suggest posting a picture of your logo and in the comments saying, please drop a comment of the business that we've done and leave me a review on how your transaction went. That's all you really need. And then when you sell someone, just make sure to remind them, send them your reference post to comment on it. So that's a big thing, is building your reputation. But how to continue to gain followers, obviously be active on your story, but you're gonna have to do shout out for shout outs, as annoying as it is, for a while. I still sometimes do that. When my account goes completely dead for a couple weeks, I do shout out for shout outs, and I'm at the point where I can kind of do 500 followers or above, and that'll help me get a little bit of a reach. But do shout out for shout outs with literally anyone. If someone has 50 followers and you have 150, don't disregard them. Do the follow for follow, shout out for shout out, because those 50 followers might also be beginner resellers that are trying to find new people. I remember people that I followed, whenever they were doing shout out for shout outs, I followed every single one of them. Now, building your reputation. Go on different platforms. If you connect your face to your brand, you're going to be known better to not be a scammer, because even if you don't have that many followers on TikTok, TikTok is a huge thing. You have to make a TikTok if you want to truly grow, because one, it can randomly go viral, and two, if you have your face connected to your brand, they know there's a little bit more of a person behind someone, behind the brand, and not possibly just a scammer who's a keyboard warrior. And there's scammers out there, so always be careful, don't cut corners. But if your face is connected to your brand, make a YouTube if you have time. I seriously suggest it. It's extremely hard to grow on YouTube compared to TikTok, because one TikTok can go viral that's completely random, and you can, boom, have 20K on TikTok like that. But YouTube is also a huge thing where if you do grow a following on YouTube, you can be extremely trusted. And you want to make sure your Instagram is linked to all of these accounts, so that it's, once again, less friction, where they don't have to go off the app, type in your username, and click follow. They just have to click one link on your TikTok or your YouTube description, and it'll be able to take you directly there. So that is a huge thing, is to be able to link your accounts. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of them, but engagement groups. Trust me, I absolutely hate them, but I'm still in 2 active ones right now. I get kicked out of them a lot of times because I forget to be active. But basically, engagement posts is where when you post, you send in, you say new post, you tell them what your username is, and then they like your post and they comment on it. A lot of the people in the engagement chats are not active, but for the people that do, engagement is a huge thing to hopefully get you on the explore page so that more people can find you, and Instagram will push you out to more people. If your engagement is better, Instagram is thinking your posts are better, so they will be pushed out to more and more people, and your posts will show up on the explore page, and you never know how many people you can find from there. Lastly, I'm just going to end off today, because I don't want to make this video too long, is build connections. This is absolutely so crucial to do. In these engagement chats, maybe also try to find just reseller group chats. You could start your own so that people can become friends, you can meet people, you know who these people are, and you make genuine connections. I have genuine friends that I've made from reselling that I talk to on Snapchat every single day, which sounds crazy, but I would much rather give these people better deals, and they would much rather give me better deals because they know me, we're friends, we have mutual connections, and then from those people, your connections are endless because who they know, you now know, and who you know, they now know. So it's kind of like a benefit for each of you guys, but building connections is huge. Also, if you sell these people a pair, like I know someone, Kixx Fuego, she's going crazy right now. She has 11K on Instagram and over 100K on TikTok. She just gave me a shout out today because I sold her a pair of her own personals, and she said shout out to Lydia Resells for hooking these up for me. And she shouted me out, and I got probably 30 followers from her. I bought from Sneakers_2021, who I've been DMing a lot, like even just not even about reselling, and I got some followers from her. And that's not even a shout out for shout out situation, that's just me buying from her. We're friends, so she tagged me. Kixx Fuego, she knows me, so she remembers who she bought them from. And it's just mutual connections, friendships. Connections go further than just the business aspect. You also meet friends, you learn from people, you learn from their experiences, and you learn from their mistakes. So basically, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys learned a little bit on how you grow your Instagram for your business page, sneaker reselling, whatever you're doing, or even just growing your business in general. I think these things were extremely important tips and things that hugely helped me that I noticed. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have not already, subscribe. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, share with your friends if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.